Afternoon. We are back again. Primer's had a couple of days just sitting, drying. It actually came out pretty good considering it's in a shed, and I mean, we got to sand this all back, but it's not a terrible finish. I've been migrated to the centre shed because Griffin's got his S15 in there, doing a manual swap on that, so away from the hoist for a bit, but otherwise the car, we are rolling. Oh, it's all masked off actually, but yeah, hopefully booked in for the chassis straightener, hopefully for next week. Get that in there and just tweak this front end a little bit. That's why it's all unprimed, because we'll have the tubs going in here, and then yeah, starting to buy some bits for the RB as well, so get studs going on that. I'll need to do a head gasket and check your bearings and rings. I think the ring should be alright. It's going to be running on ethanol, so hopefully that holds together, but I mean, it's part of the game. Yeah, otherwise just going to be sanding from now, get this all sanded back and then ready for 2K. Once 2K black goes on, fenders, then we can start moulding those in, and this thing will start to look like a car. And the motor will be built on the side, ready to put back in, and then basically it's just bolting everything back together. Working on some interior stuff. Got a Link G4X Fury we'll be running, and two Link Razor PDMs, and a PowerTune digital dash, so I need to 3D print some mounts and brackets for that, but that's a bit of a side task. But yeah, basically just in the thick of it, get sanding. Enjoy the boring shit. We got some sanding time lapses for you. Alright, got a last minute word from the chassis straightener that we're good to go, so we'll load it up, ready to rumble. Late night yesterday, but we got some packages arrived. Car's back from the chassis straightener. Oh, can't zoom. Yeah, the bags have arrived, and my ISR swap mounts have also arrived. So yeah, I'll give you a rundown of those. All right, here's what you get after 2.5 months of waiting. Got a TSD air ride set up. Dual compressor, 5-gallon tank, so big tank in the back, and a couple of compressors, and it's all looking very tidy. Here's our little screen that'll mount in the car, except someone dropped it, but very tidy. So that'll be going in the car soon, hopefully, once they're all painted. And then yeah, my swap mount kit, this is what I actually was pretty excited for, because this will hopefully place my big box and the 25 jet exactly where it needs to be. So when you use like an R33 crossmember like most people do, you get it sits the motor really far forward in the bay and quite high as well. So you get a bad alignment with your gearbox, and it really leans the front of the car. That's why people say RBs and SRs handle terribly. It's purely because the motor's mounted too far forward because it's not done properly. So these mounts fix that problem. And yeah, ISR make those, so also had a bit of a weight on them. And then there's the actual suspension themselves in here. Here's the actual strut with the camber plates on them. So, and here anyway. Very nice unit. Pretty stoked. Hopefully it all goes in nice and easy. Got the dog. And then yeah, car's come back looking much straighter than it did before. Now I've got some nice straight rails. Got a nice sheet on there, it's all green sheeted, so stoked with that. Now I can start cutting these tubs out today, so it's today's mission. Cut around here, slice this all out, and I might put the car back on the hoist and get rid of the subframes again, just so it's more workable. But yeah, basically I'll show you the process of drilling out all these factory pinch welds and dropping the actual tub out and replacing them with a DS Custom Works kit. Should look nice, and yeah, we'll get cracking. Alright, I'm just going to go along now and grind down just our thick primer that we've got on here so we can see kind of where all the pinch welds are, and then we'll get the drill, go through, drill it all out, pop the panels out, and then we've got our new kits in here, so have to piece these together and start putting it all in. Yeah, let's get cracking. It's quite hard to see because the primer's so thick. You can see them running across. I don't really want to damage this outside panel, so I'll probably just drill back from in here if I can see them. Here you can feel them. Yeah, I'll finish this out and then come back when I'm drilling the panels out and we'll pop them out. Alright, that's a wrap on the first side. Got it all cut out and it's looking pretty good, minimal damage, I guess. Looking like a drift car now, can see my feet. But yeah, pretty much, there's a stubborn bit in this corner, something to be wary of if you're doing tubs. There's like 3 or 4 pinch welds just in the corner, which made it quite difficult at the end to get out. I'm sure you saw on the time lapse, but otherwise for the most part, glad to see it gone. There's actually rust and stuff in the seams, so be good to treat that. Just surface rust, but be good to still get something on it. You can just see around the bottoms here. But yeah, we've basically got a nice clean edge for our new tub to get welded into. I will go ahead and mock up one of these now and just make sure I've cut out the right area, but I'm pretty sure it's the whole pan, so I guess we'll find out in a second. A bit late though. Yeah, took me so long that the GoPro went flat, so we got to charge and record at the same time. But yeah, I'll mock this one up, show you what it looks like. Alright, it's been a few hours now, having some trouble getting this to fit. I want to start cutting some more now and see if it corrects it, but pretty much this line here, it's just not lining up. Like the tub will sit, you can see the lines in the steel, sit here, and I can't get it to, I don't have enough meat on it. So if I put it where it wants to go, I end up with a gap that doesn't line up, and we end up with a massive gap under here. So I think if I cut the tower back, gotta be careful for cert, but I believe I'm allowed to cut in here and down this edge just to take that away because it's not structural. Then that should slot in further hopefully and give us that nice shape. Just needs to move back on this corner. So yeah, otherwise the bottom is alright. It's clamps and KEATO pins and all sorts holding that down, but it is going to look good. Just needs more time, but all good. Alright, it's now during the week. Trying to smash some more out on these tubs. We left off here, I cut some more out, trying to line it up. And I think we're looking pretty good. I figured out why it wasn't lining up. It's mostly because of this piece here. Actually it's a slot in between the joints, and that actually gives you a nice finish underneath here. So hopefully from now on that'll settle everything down. So yeah, I'm just going to cut this side out now, get that ready to go, but I'm pretty sure once I got that done, hopefully slot in, that'll fit, and then we can start making them look the same. Once we get them looking similar, then I can start welding them out and yeah, carry on. But yeah, using lots of clamps, and these KEATO clamps are quite handy. Super strong grip on them, which is mean. But yeah, I guess we'll just start grinding away and repeat the process from the other side. And yeah, Roger. Alright, I have never done something more infuriating in my life, but it's done. It's just quite frustrating, when you go to knock one piece out and the next piece is sticking and the next piece is sticking. But it's just a process, and I'm probably doing it wrong, but probably should have just cut it out and then go back through. But the way I've done it kind of keeps these edges nice and nice enough. We need to get in here and straighten this up anyway, so I may get a new rad support, haven't decided yet. Just this whole front I might get a new one, well, second hand new. But yeah, I mean, we're looking good. I'm just gonna go and place this in now and see if this one fits, and yeah, let's try and piece it together. Alright, quick mock-up. Here we're looking.
Now I gotta build it.